Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel for Catch. My name is Sam. I am the founder and lead coach here at Catch, and we believe that unshakable confidence is the key to getting everything that you want in life and dating. So we talk about all things confidence and mindset and how to implement that in your dating and your relationship life. So today we're going to be talking about why the word okay or not having any reaction is extremely powerful in dating. Now, often when we're dating, we can face a lot of perceived challenges. So people who perhaps don't respond as quickly as we like, don't show the level of interest that we would expect, or maybe show more interest than we're expecting, or maybe they have their own things going on, so they need space throughout the journey, or there might be miscommunications, etc. The reason that just using the word okay or not having a reaction to some of those challenges is when you feel confident, you don't feel like you need to force things with people, and you also don't take things personally. So if somebody is asking for space, if someone isn't responding to a situation exactly how you would, if you were hoping for more intensity up front and that's not materializing, you know, those are all things that could, if you weren't feeling secure within yourself, cut really deeply. Whereas if you're feeling confident, they wouldn't bother you because you would feel like you can overcome those challenges. They're not things that are permanent. They're more to do with the other person than they are to do with you. You trust in yourself and your ability to move past some of these challenges, or you just know and trust that it's going to work out for you and that person because of the connection that you have, and because you know that you are an amazing, worthy, valuable individual and anyone would be lucky to be with you. So whatever this challenge is, it's just a small micro thing, and it's not going to be something that gets in the way long term. And also, if someone is expressing something to you, so if they are seeking more space, for an example, or they can't see you for a few days because they're busy with work, or, you know, some other, you know, some preference that they have, you know, maybe they're still talking to other people. If you don't have a reaction, it's also very attractive to them, because what it's communicating to them is that you don't need their validation. It doesn't matter how they're showing up in terms of how it affects you and how you feel about yourself. And also, if they're communicating something that they want, you're being accepting and unconditionally loving in terms of that. Whether or not you want to continue with that person is a separate decision, but you are accepting them for who they are and giving them what they need. And because you're doing that, because your self-worth and self-value is not impacted by how they're showing up, and because you're accepting and loving them for who they are and what they need in that moment, whether you agree with it or not, or it's someone that you want to continue seeing or not, that is extremely attractive. Like, if you were to put yourself in that other person's shoes, if I needed space because, say, I had a busy few days at work, or something going on with my family, or just perhaps I've been hurt in the past, and so dating someone new feels vulnerable to me. If I said, look, I need a bit of space to process my emotions, or I took a bit of a step back and then came back a few days later and explained and apologized, and that person, you know, embraced me and understood and was empathetic towards me, I'm going to feel a lot closer to that person. I'm going to feel like they understand me, and I'm going to want to be closer to that person because I'm going to know that they will embrace me whether or not I'm perfect, and they accept that sometimes I'm not going to be the best version of myself, but it's not necessarily a reflection on them or what they're like as a person. And people aren't perfect. Their emotions can affect them in different ways, and sometimes in dating, you know, we work with people, or myself even, I've expected the other person to be perfect and to treat me in a certain way when perhaps I've had my own things going on and I haven't been perfect. So it helps form that bond. Now, of course, if a pattern of behaviour is showing up and it's not up to your standards and you feel like it's not treating you in the way that you deserve, you are within every right to take a step back or to communicate with that person, look, I understand you've got things going on, or you might not be sure how you want to progress this, but that's not something that I get involved with. So feel free to take some space and come back if you're able to show up in this sort of way, that's completely fine. That's you respecting and loving yourself. But just not having a angry or frustrated reaction and just accepting the person as they are is the most loving thing that you can do. And also it's showing a lot of self-respect to you as well, because you're continuing to nurture yourself and develop yourself and work on your own worth and value, and know that regardless of how someone else is showing up for you. So that's why the word okay and no reaction is so helpful in dating. And if there's any other questions or reactions you have to that, feel free to comment down below. Thank you for tuning in and for liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing, and see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.